Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forest Job. We got a few results to catch you up on since you were last with me. So let's have a quick look at those. And it's been a very good time for us. First of all, of course, winning that 2-0 win, winning that 2-0 win, getting that 2-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur at Tottenham. A brilliant performance, which you guys obviously saw yesterday. Then I'm absolutely astonished that we managed to get this result beating Arsenal. My foot is in my mouth today, people. I do apologise. We managed to beat Arsenal 2 goals to nil. It was completely against the run of play. Two Hernandez goals, and I'll tell you what, they absolutely battered us. But somehow we kept a clean sheet, and we managed to stick two past them. The first one very much against the run of play, and the second one a beautiful counter attack. Arsenal were pushing for the winner. Sorry, for the equaliser. I really can't speak today at all. They were pushing for the equaliser, and unfortunately for them, that meant that they were a little bit light at the back. Lolly managed to play a perfectly weighted ball in between the left back and the left-sided centre back. Hernandez ran in, got in behind the last defender, and managed to slot it past the goalkeeper for a 2-0 victory. Then we played Chelsea, who very quickly went into a 2-0 lead thanks to Timo Werner. They were absolutely pulling us apart, and the second half was a complete turnaround. We scored on the stroke of half time thanks to a beautifully lofted through ball again from Joe Lolly into the path of Hernandez. And he didn't even touch it until he applied the finish. It bounced in front of him. It took another bounce. He hit it with his right foot and just slid it underneath the goalkeeper to get the goal back. But unfortunately, as much as we pushed in the later stages of that match, we couldn't find the equaliser, and so we ended up losing that game 2 goals to 1. Today's match is against Crystal Palace, and hopefully my goal scoring touch won't abandon me after we've managed to score a few goals in subsequent matches. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't want to sell Hadji, he's just coming good. Right, okay, so we're going to get started with the game. Let's go to the match screen, and I really do have to sort out the game plan because every time we get an injury, it screws up my bench, and I'm getting sick of having to change it. So let's just make the required changes so that we can get this game underway. Hernandez is pretty much my de facto starting striker now. I think it's fair to say that he has suitably impressed. I feel sorry for Guerrero, but at the end of the day, he he's retiring, and we need to make space for new blood. So there we go. We're up to 96 on the old tactical familiarity. You can see the Crystal Palace will be playing an old school 4-4-2 with two defensive midfielders in the middle, and then Zaha on one side. The Gaudio on the other side. I've never heard of him, but he's not rated particularly well. I'm more worried about the front two of Batshuayi and Jordan Ayew. They're a couple of very rapid, very muscular players who we're going to have trouble with if we're not careful. And playing against two strikers up front is a little bit of a weakness of our team, especially with those fullbacks pushing on and the centre back splitting whenever we're in attack. Busquets does do his best to try to make up for that as a third centre back, but I don't know if he's necessarily working out as well as I would have hoped. And in fact, Yates is really starting to push for the starting berth in the defensive midfield position. So we're going to have to wait and see how that develops as we get on with the season. So this is match day 31, I believe, meaning that we've only got a few games left of the season. I think what we might end up doing... Oh dear, that's an errant pass there, which finds its way eventually to Burr. That's a lovely attempted through ball. The goalkeeper's off his line here. And luckily, Crystal Palace don't see the chance to try and lob him. But I tell you what, Zaha ripping us to pieces. We're going to have to be much better because we just can't clear our lines at the moment. Here we go. Well, we get it up as far as their penalty area. Right, here we go. Foot on the ball. Let's get a little bit of time spent on the football now. Try and calm things down a bit because Crystal Palace started off like a house on fire here. We've won a free kick in a reasonably dangerous area. We can certainly flight a ball in and see if we can get someone's head onto it here. Ooh, Centurion tries to get underneath it, but can't quite get the flight of the ball. And Hennessy collects and bowls it out to Zaha. Worrell will have that one covered, I imagine. And indeed he does. Hadji now. It didn't quite work out how we wanted it. It's a shame. Oh dear. Another poor pass. But we really do get away with that one. I don't know what's going on with Crystal Palace, but they are playing errant balls all over the place. Well, it was a nice idea for a ball through to Hernandez. Unfortunately, he just didn't quite read it correctly. Yeah, it's just not really coming together for us at the moment. Worrell's in a very advanced position. He's going to have to be careful. Zaha gets it on the right-hand side, and we managed to fluke our way out of that one. But unfortunately then... Oh dear, Batshuayi's in chance here. Got away with it. Oh, Hernandez just too hesitant on the ball. Now Busquets deep in midfield, got some runners ahead of him, but plays it wide to Hadji, and now into Zafuik. And now Lolly, can he get to it before it goes out of play? He can, but he doesn't manage to get it out of the path of Hennessy, who collects it and then bowls it out again to Zaha, who plays a long ball forward. Worrell should have this one. And Busquets collects it. Hernandez just couldn't quite release it in time, and this is going to be a foot race between Ayew and Bremer. Bremer wins it, but only just. Ayew quite deep. In fact, the front line of Palace are all playing quite deep. Miljovic. Not given away a penalty yet, so he's not really that much of a danger. Berta Zaha. That's good from Busquets. And then he goes and gives away a free kick as soon as I say that. If someone can tell me where the free kick is in that particular challenge, I'll give you a biscuit. Miljovic, header. And it goes over for apparently a corner kick. Not too sure about that one myself. Right, Miljovic. Bremer deals. Lolly picks it up, plays it forward to Hadji. Now Zafuik. Back out to Lolly. Get ourselves a throw. A little bit hesitant. Need to be a bit more, what's the word, confident in our play. Arcas. Well, it was nearly something. Well, surely that's a foul on the edge of the area. Get away with it, though. Hadji, back to Zafweek, into Hadji again, but I think he'll get beaten to this by Ferguson. Plays it back to the goalkeeper, who manages to clear it quite nicely. And there's the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the end of this first half. Really, really sterile game. I don't know why it always seems to be that those are the ones that we get on the channel, but there we are. Maybe it's because I'm always talking during the games that are on the channel. Right, Hadji to Lolly. Hernandez couldn't turn his man. It's Batshuayi. Batshuayi's in behind Worrell here, and he's a chance on goal. Unfortunately for us, it comes to nothing. It's a bad one. Thought Hadji was going to find the pass there, but it ended up not happening. What kind of pass is that? Arcas should have controlled that, surely. Right, here's Busquets. Into Lolly, back to Busquets. Again with the passing. And I thought that was a really good interception there by Zafweek. The referee disagrees, and it's going to be a free kick on the edge of the area. Dangerous territory. And it's going to be whatever his name is, I don't know. He's very good at set pieces. Right, Maya. Oh, Zafweek's won that, but he's bundled to the ground by the player. And then that's a free kick. What? I don't understand that at all. Well, because I managed to stay on my feet, apparently it's a foul. Right, good to know. Milivojevic over the ball, gets it over the wall, and it's gone in. Of course it's gone in. It was in the script. Well, I'm glad I showed you that game against Tottenham the other day, because otherwise this week was turning out to be another really bad one. Hernandez crowded out, fouled, and a free kick is awarded. Will not make anything of it, unfortunately. Willems will try another looped one over the top. Or will he? No, apparently he won't. Ferguson to Ease. Back to Ferguson. Dardai. Tompkins. Of course, they're hanging on to the ball now because they don't need another goal. Now Arcas, space to run into. Zaha with him. Plays it inside to Hadji. Now to Lolly. Can't find the ball. Busquets. 2 banks for 4 in front of us. Can Zafweek keep it in? He can. Ball into the box. Hadji. Arcas. Oh, and Hennessy very nearly lobbed by the cross. Well, I don't know if we're going to have any joy now, because as you could tell from when we had the ball in their half there, Palace have put up 2 banks 4. It's very rare that you're going to get any joy out of that. We'll do our best though, we're not going to give up. You can instantly tell that they've got everyone behind the ball here, absolutely everyone. And then they win the ball and break. Here's Maya to Zaha, and they just play it back, playing it safe. And they'll just see the game out like this, and I can't say I blame them. But it stings a little bit that they're potentially going to win the game off the back of a free kick that really shouldn't have been. Centurion into Hernandez. Back to Centurion. It's forced him out wide a little bit, but he may get the cross in here. And he does. Lolly near post. Can't get anything on it. And away come Crystal Palace. Over the top for Hansen. Busquets. Hadji. Here's Willems. Fires it into the middle. Comes off of a Palace defender, and it's getting desperate now for Forest. This could turn. No, I thought it might turn into something, but only if Centurion won the free kick. Sorry, not the free kick, the header. And of course he didn't. Now here's Zaha. They're going to hit us on the break, or at least try to. Bremer's not having any of it. And he plays one through to Hernandez, who's onside. And it's a great save by Hennessy. And he knows how important that save is. Willems. Into the middle for Hernandez. Oh! And that's all she wrote for today's match. I'm absolutely furious that yet again I seem to have managed to pick the game where we play like absolute pants. We'll always have Tottenham, I guess. One look at the stats will tell you everything you need to know about this game. It was drib, it was drab, and unfortunately playing against teams lower down in the league does result in a lot of very tight games where they literally just sit back. It wasn't even two banks of four, it was a bank of four and a bank of five. The striker wasn't even getting involved. It's really disappointing. Smash and grab from Crystal Palace today. But what else can you do but put your hands up and say we weren't good enough? That puts us down to 5th place, so not too bad. We're still okay. We're looking like we may finish in the top 6 this season, as long as we don't have a total collapse. Tottenham Hotspur, the win against them did us no harm whatsoever. In fact, it's kept us in that top 6 for the time being. So I guess I'll play a few more games and then we'll come back for tomorrow's episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.